What is up, everybody? My name is Garrett, founder of Karma Free Astrology, and today we're going to be checking out some Reddit charts. This is an idea I've been thinking about for a while because I just wanted to get some quick videos out there and really show how to read a chart, so that people can start reading charts for themselves. They can start seeing how to integrate like the different meanings in different things. And today I just want to start real simple. I want to kind of go over 3 different charts that I found on Reddit. They're anonymous. I'm not going to show their names or anything. Maybe if they see this, they'll appreciate the whatever. But yeah, we're just going to go through the sun, the moon, and the ascendant, and then we're going to try and integrate everything and see if we can determine a personality. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so this person has their sun in Capricorn, the moon is in Sagittarius. Wow. Okay, so all right. Let me point some things out. Right. This is the sun. This is a symbol, and the sun is in Capricorn. You can see that right here. It's kind of clearly in here, but also there's a little dash here that you can't really see, I guess, because it's kind of a bad example. But you can see the other dashes here, and that represents where the planets are. Right. So this is 8 degrees. I mean, these here are the degrees. I think I'm going a bit too deep. But basically, you can tell that the sun is in Capricorn. But what I'm really fascinated by is this conjunction of the moon, Jupiter, and this person's midheaven, all in Sagittarius, which Jupiter rules, right? That's pretty huge. That shows a real heavy significance from the parents, actually. That shows probably the father. I would say that the father. Okay, so the ascendant is in Aquarius, and the ascendant in Aquarius, of course, this is, I can't not say it. This is crazy. This is the dynamic that this person has between their father and work, and trying to get recognition from their father for the work that they do. It's crazy because damn, I wanted to talk about the integration, but just seeing that's this is huge. This person has a lot of tension surrounding the father figure or work or their career, right? Or even the public at large. They might have a problem with, and I do say problem because we're talking about Mars here and Pluto. Oh my goodness. All right, let me stick to the plan here. Let's integrate the sun, the moon, and the ascendant, okay? I'm not going to get carried away. When people are born with the sun in Capricorn, they're usually very ambitious, right? They're usually very cautious and patient and very hardworking. They're very, they're very cautious because they want to make sure that what they're doing is going to work, right? They want to have a foundation. Capricorn is the foundation. They want to have They want to be settled, and then they want to move forward from there. And then the person has their moon in Sagittarius. So the moon in Sagittarius usually represents a person who wants their opinions to be heard. They just want to be recognized for what they believe, or they want their beliefs to be, they wear their beliefs on their shoulders or on their sleeves. And with the ascendant in Aquarius, these people are, I don't want to say chameleons, but they blend very well into a crowd, right? Aquarius is the sign of humanity as a whole. So when people have their ascendants in Aquarius, they get along very well with other people, and they are able to integrate and connect many different types of people, right? Because they're Aquarians. They're intelligent, right? And Aquarius is a sign of intelligence, of genius, of intellect, of society, of humanity. They like crowds, and they like groups, and they like parties, and they like integrating. They're definitely extroverts. Maybe not all of them, but I would say this person is an extrovert, especially with Mars in his 7th house, and all these planets are above the horizon. I should dig into this person. Maybe this video should be about this person's chart, because this tells a very interesting story of I would say a young man. I'm not sure of the gender, but I would say a young man whose father pushed him to do something that he didn't quite understand or that he didn't quite believe in, and he wanted to do something else very clearly, and he knew what he wanted to do, hence this Virgo. And I mean, this oppositions just represent a clash, They just represent a clash. They represent relationships. They represent tensions that we experience with other people, right? Whereas a square could be an internal tension. That's possible. Oppositions are most likely always going to involve other people, right? And in this case, Mars is his ego, his drive. Saturn usually represents the father in astrology. So this shows to me, and this line is known as the midheaven. And the midheaven represents the father. It also represents the world at large. It represents government. It represents authority figures. It represents our career, our vocation. And the moon here, conjunct to Jupiter, in Jupiter's home, with Pluto there. Guys, I mean, this person really wants to do what they want to do in the world, but they have tensions and restrictions from authority figures at home, okay? Maybe not at home, because Saturn's in the first house, right? It could be closer to home. It could just be a mentor. And I do say a mentor because this has to be someone else, right? It has to be someone else. Someone is opposing him, and it's creating this tension. But the reason why I know that this person is going through tension is because, one, it was on Reddit, and two, they asked a question saying if they should be following art, right? Like they know that their chart doesn't really support an artistic pursuit, but they still are following art, and for some reason they think that they should just pursue art. They also wanted to know why they were struggling with money, right? One reason why, I'll just take care of this first because it's easier to mention, and I know I still didn't integrate the sun, the moon, and the ascendant, guys. I'm sorry, but I saw this T-square, and this T-square is just so interesting to me. That's why I love astrology, right? And just this, yeah, he's going through some transits here. Saturn, Pluto is on his Uranus, right? So he's deeply contemplating why he's following art when in his life authority figures have told him to do different. It's just, let's move on, right? Let's just do this. Sun, moon, ascendant. This person is very cautious. They are very serious, right? They're very ambitious, and they like to go out and to accomplish what they want to do, right? Because moon's in Sagittarius. Their opinions need to be heard. So they love going out, and they're able to integrate and melt into the crowd because they're Aquarius rising. So they can take on many jobs, talk to many people, right? They can network easily because they can just blend in. And they usually have high connections because, remember, they're ambitious. They're Capricorns. So they're going to know very many important people. This person is likely to be high status because a lot of their planets are above the horizon. I think this tension is causing them to not be high status, but I do believe that they have the potential to earn a lot of money because Sun trine Mars, and if you look here, Mars rules their second house right here. So that would make sense to me. They could make a lot of money, especially with Mars in the house of other people, of business, right? Okay, so this next chart looks like we have we have Sun and Moon in Taurus, Moon conjunct to Mercury. That's not bad. That's not bad. So when you have the Sun and the Moon in the same sign, these people are usually very self-aware, at least in the sense that they know what they feel, right? They know what they feel and they act on how they feel, right? Because the Sun is who we are, our sense of self, and then the Moon is our emotions. So this person's sense of self and emotions are on the same page. So they're probably very confident, probably very active. I can't find the word, but they don't have a problem with making decisions, is what I'm trying to say. With the ascendant in Leo, they're definitely happy to make decisions because they like to have fun, right? They like to just party. They like to laugh, they like to joke, they like to make other people laugh. And in this way they're magnetic because people like to laugh. I mean, who doesn't like to laugh? Leo risings typically have nice hair, so I would imagine this person has a great mane, right, of sorts. So I would say that this person, right, Sun Moon integration with the ascendant, I would say that this person is very confident in themselves. I would say that they are rotund. Well, maybe not, because I would say, yeah, I would say they're rotund. I would say you're probably big, because Taurus is the sign of pleasure, right? It's a sign of food, music, art, parties, like, not parties, but like revelry, like social revelry. I mean, people drink, and alcohol has sugar, and sugar turns to fat. So these people do generally typically turn out to be quite big. But that being said, they're also very resourceful, because to get big, you need to have food, and to get food, you need money, and to get money, I mean, you got to work. So they're very resourceful. They're very determined, right? They're very patient themselves, because Taurus is an earth sign. They're very good with money, because Sun and Moon in Taurus means that this person is very, very on point, like with themselves. They kind of know they kind of know what's good with themselves. They don't have to second guess. I don't want to say that, but they know what they want to do in life, especially with the Mercury conjunct to the Moon, because the Moon and Mercury together means that you can reason with your emotions, right? And that's not, emotions are not reasonable. So this person has an astounding ability to reason out how they feel, to talk about their feelings. So this person also asked a question, right? Now they asked, should they be a massage therapist? And I gotta tell you, the answer is yeah. It is a very good indication that this person, I keep saying these people because I'm thinking about like general, but this person, yes, because Moon and Sun in the 10th house ruler, that's someone who, and the 10th house ruler is a sensual sign, right? That's a good indication of a career in sensuality, which could be hospitality, it could be food industry, it could be massage therapy, right? Massage, senses. And being in Leo, I would, the ascendant, being a Leo, I would say that this person is very creative. I would say this person can sell themselves very well, right? Because Leo is kind of boastful, let's be honest. I would say that this person has good connections with people, because they're so buoyant and so generous. They're so giving, right? Because Leo is a very giving sign. I would say this person has the potential to market themselves to become a successful massage therapist, but I just hope they aren't hoping to become rich off of it, because massage therapists don't generally become rich. All right, so this person has their sun at 0 degrees Virgo. That's pretty powerful. Okay. And, well, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Okay. And this person has their moon in Capricorn, and their ascendant is in Sagittarius. Well, first of all, let me mention that the sun is at the 0 degree, right? So it being at the 0 degree is very potent. So this person is probably he's a Virgo, or she's a Virgo. They're very critical. They're very observant, right? They analyze things very well, because they're always trying to make things more efficient. They're always trying to make things run more smoothly, just for everyone to be happy, right? Like Virgos are in service for everyone. They're the civil servants. They're soldiers. They are doctors, police officers. Like the list goes on. They're the people who judges. Well, maybe not judges, but clerks, right? They're the people that sacrifice their own wants and dreams to become and make it big, to service the average individual, because they realize that work is very important, and they do it very well and very proudly. A moon in Capricorn, okay, is someone who values achievement. So they get emotional satisfaction from achieving, and mainly from achieving, okay? And that's very crucial because I want to talk about the question that this person asked. The moon in Capricorn is not very emotional. It's not very expressive emotionally. So it would make sense that people who have this placement tend to find relationships difficult because you have to be emotional in relationships. You have to relate, right? When the ascendant is in Sagittarius, these people are adventurous. They're very happy. They're very buoyant, right? They like to go out and party. They like to just have fun, and they like to talk. They can be very blunt sometimes. They can be too blunt sometimes. They're very opinionated. They may also be religious, like dogmatic. Think dogmatic religions. Right? Let's integrate everything together. This person likely enjoys working for other people. I would say as a scientist, likely because the sun is in the 8th house, and they're very opinionated about it. They probably are very strongly opinionated about their work, I would say, or at the very least, they identify strongly with any ideals or any beliefs that accompany that work life even. And they are very proud of it because that moon in Capricorn makes them very ambitious, very wanting to accomplish and to do, right? And to succeed. That's very much moon in Capricorn. And it's the moon in Capricorn is in the 1st house. So they've identified very strongly with that emotional tie to achievement. The question that this person asked is, how do they express their Capricorn moon? You don't express a Capricorn moon, man. You just don't. It's you express it by going to work. You express it by doing your job or accomplishing the goals and the dreams that you want to do. That's how you express your Capricorn moon. I don't want to say that he's incapable of having emotional, relationships, but if I have to be honest, the moon in Capricorn is not a very emotional. This usually signifies melancholy, gloom, grief, because you got to think the moon is in his detriment in Capricorn. Okay, it's diametrically opposed to Cancer, which is where the moon is supposed to be. And when you think about it, Cancer is the home, which is what is defensive, is nurturing, is loving, is motherly, it's maternal, it's about children, it's about our past and our memories and our emotions and our childhood. But when we get to Capricorn, it's about the world. And I'm not gonna lie, the world does not care about your emotions. No one cares about your feelings, right? We start talking about facts and we start talking about what needs to be done before winter hits, and we can't grow any food, and that means we'll die if we didn't prepare. So this person is dying for a relationship. They're dying to relate to other people, and they're just having a difficult time doing it, and it's unfortunate. And I would say that these people would do well to look for a partner who shares their values at work, right? Because they're going to have more long-term possibility than if they're looking for, love or something that's emotional, because they have very little emotional basis to act on. So that's going to be detrimental for them. They are more familiar with achieving. So I would recommend that this person date someone they work with, or someone who they can work with, or someone who can work for them, or they can work for, right? That would suit them best, in my opinion. But anyway, guys, I don't want to ramble on too long. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe, because there's going to be more content coming. And don't forget to visit karmafreeastrology.com down below. Link is in the description. And thank you for watching. And until next time, adios.